All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. This is why mission. Why is a affiliate camp, a GMS. Just want to just bring out, a little bit of commentary
I
on
don't
this
know.
guy right here about what's going on. And I'll let you
It
hear.
was the wind. Yeah, it sure looks bad.
Brothers are
Yeah.
bringing out scriptures.
I mean,
All
it
about
is a
this. I brought
natural
out
event that
scriptures.
these things happen. Now, to be fair,
So
it is.
in the other
Like,
parts,
it's not like they
this
just
part
randomly
4,
spawn
I'm just gonna
in.
let you hear commentary.
Their homes, and
Look at this.
my heart goes out, obviously, to the people with their homes. And
Rick, billionaire real estate developer, calls into LA local news. This is like a third world country. There's no water coming out of the fire hydrants. The LA mayor, Karen Bass, is on a foreign trip in Ghana.
and watching the small businesses around us go up in flames.
I mean, like, to be fair, it's kind of convenient for Karen. You know, like, I mean, I bet this shit would be stressful if she was here. And, like, she didn't have to deal with it. Because she's, like, someone... That's... Yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, we had Ted Cruz do the same thing, right?
This is people's livelihood.
Yeah, she's on vacation.
So it's devastating. But what is most concerning to me is our first responders and our firefighters
Yeah.
who are trying to battle this. There's no water in the Palisades. There's no water coming out of the fire hydrant.
That sounds like a
This is
problem.
an absolute mismanagement by the city. It's not the firefighters' fault, but it's by the city. And I'm going to be very honest. We've got a mayor that's out of the country, and we've got a city that's burning, and there's no resources to put out fires. So if you look at your pictures, you don't see the firefighters there because there's nothing they can do. And it looks like we're in a third world country here.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of tough questions that we need to ask the mayor.
I mean, is it really a tough question? I feel like this isn't really a tough question. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty simple, really.
And the city council and our representatives and the county representatives, why didn't you work to mitigate this? What was your brush mitigation program? I heard you earlier talking about it's been dry because there hasn't been rain. That's not the biggest problem here. The brush up in these hills that are controlled by the city and the county, I would bet you that if they haven't been handled, mitigated,
They don't have forestry in
removed
California?
for probably 30 or 40 years. This was a disaster waiting to happen. And what's predictable is preventable. And who's paying the price are all of these people in their homes and their businesses tonight.
That's nuts.
Now, we'll rebuild. But the majority of this
Holy
community
shit, look at that.
is going to have a tough time rebuilding their lives.
Yeah. No, despite the people that get killed, this absolutely is going to ruin people's lives.
This in an environment that you're used to seeing. I live here. I come to the Palisades, and now I'm seeing buildings that I've driven by for years no longer exist.
Are these all the people in
right
the
over
hospital?
there, one of the shishiest shopping malls in LA.
Jesus
And-
Christ.
There've been little spot fires popping up around that. So far, that has not gone up. But you can just see this in an environment that you're used to seeing.
God damn. Looks like, yeah, what the fuck? Get closer, bro. I mean, like, he is in it, man. Like, I'm surprised he's not wearing a mask. Like, I would wear a mask if I got that close. Where's Trump? Well, Trump talked about it, apparently.
But let me give you one that you may not know.
Okay.
Which I think you know everything, actually, as a
that's not
student,
true.
as a student of yours. but water, in Los Angeles, you can't get proper amounts of water,
Right.
and it's unbelievably expensive. And you might have a house in Beverly Hills, and they're actually thinking about rationing water. Can you believe it?
I can believe
And
it.
I was in the farm court country with some of the congressmen. We're driving up a highway, and I say, how come all this land is so barren? It's farmland, and it looked terrible. It was just brown and bad. I said, but there's always that little corner that's so green and beautiful. They
Man.
said, we have no water. I said, do you have a drought? No, we don't have a drought. I said, why do you have no water? Because the water isn't allowed to flow down. It's got a natural flow from Canada all the way up north. Water, more water than they could ever use. And in order to protect a tiny little fish, the water up north gets routed into the Pacific Ocean. Millions and millions of gallons of water gets poured. You got to see this. We're driving up, and I had never seen
fish?
it before. It's
Is this the fish? Man, fuck him. And fuck that fish. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, what are you talking about that fish for? Yeah. Stupid fucking fish. Who cares about that fish? Fuck that fish.
getting killed because of this stupid administration. But so I see this, and I said, you got to be kidding.
Yeah.
I said, you mean you have water? And I looked at it. It's like a valve in your sink, except it's massive. The thing's 5 times taller than your ceiling.
Did you know the center of California was a giant lake?
They have so much water.
You ever see what it looks like before
No,
they rerouted
I never
it?
saw that,
The
no.
center of California, like, what is it, 200 years ago? How long ago did they do that, Jamie? The center of California had a fucking enormous lake in the middle of
And
California.
this would have been a lot easier, you think, again, like about Canada becoming a state. Like, if Canada was a state, it would be a lot easier for us to, like, organize this stuff together.
All right, so you see Esau is pissed off, confused, shook. Okay, and I'm gonna do a little bit more updates on what's going on, any major developments with this LA fire. So Most High is definitely bringing in the pain. He's raining down fire on these people. The whirlwind. Okay, so firestorms. Some of them said it looked like a hurricane of fire. All right, so Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, they're moving, but Yahweh is definitely making an example out of America, third world country right now. That's what they claiming. Okay, their own white people saying this. All right, so it's over with from this place. All right, this is one of many nails that are going to be in the coffin in the United States. With that, I like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem, Rakah Pradash, Shalom.